Alright guys, I am in the little 200, remember the one that wouldn't start. I'm not gonna make a complete video out of this. This is one of those typical vids. So, but I want to say, yeah, it was in last week. They just now approved it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. In fact, watch this video right here where the diagnostics was done in order for me to get to this point. So I ran out of time, right? I exceeded the hour diagnostic time. So one or two choices, or one or two things I had to do. Actually, extend the diag time or base my diagnosis off of experience. Okay, and I really am not a big fan of calling a customer back, asking for more money. So what we end up doing, guys, is ordering a shifter cable, because remember, like I showed y'all, at the head of the shifter cable attached to the transmission, it was loose. So it appeared that the adjustment was off, and I wasn't sure if that was the correct length or not. And the parts department didn't have one to show me, so I took a chance. Number one, this car only has 31,000 miles. Wow, that is low. So I blocked out the fact this shifter is not old. It hasn't had a lot of work. So what are the chances of it mechanically coming apart? That could happen, but I just thought it maybe didn't happen. In fact, there's a recall. You can see this recall piece on here. This is what fails on these shifters. This brake, this orange piece. Remember, guys, they did it on the Chrysler 300s and Chargers and things like that. They did away with this orange piece and made it white and stronger. But instead of replacing this piece on this model, they just went in with a reinforcement mechanism or apparatus or whatever you want to call it. It enforces it so this won't break and your shifter fail at the most craziest time. Well, anyway, guys, I'm getting ready to so-called replace the shifter. I will actually be able to save the customer money. All right. And this repair will likely be dubbed a repair video. Finally, I get to fix something, okay, instead of replacing a part. Here's what I found, guys. I got, naturally the cover had to come off, right? There's the cover right there. I got it in the back, the center console. So upon removing the center console, I find that whoever put the shifter on, real simple, guys, they did not, this piece go in here. So remember, guys, this car wouldn't start because it kept appearing to be in neutral or reverse. Okay, remember I couldn't show y'all the data because I was on the same equipment that I need to run the scan, all right, which is my phone. All right, and I couldn't record and work scan 2 operations. So I managed to go inside the computer and find out that the car appears to be in reverse. And guys, I'm talking too much, but listen, you all know you cannot start a car in reverse or drive. It's a safety mechanism in place that will not allow you to. All right, and you don't want to. Trust me, guys, you don't want to start this car and be in gear. That is dangerous. Car makers can get sued for that. So that safety feature was put in place for that reason. So if the car telling the computer, the mechanicals of the car telling the computer, hey, oh, wait a minute, I'm in reverse, I'm not going to allow cranking. So it snatches the ground signal away from that starter relay. Guys, that is why I do my starter no crank diagnostic at the starter relay. Okay, pin 85 is likely the ground signal that comes from the computer. That ground signal will not be present unless, now it varies from car to car, but unless this particular model, the car is either in park or neutral, or the security system is not activated. If those two clear, yes, the PCM will send that ground signal to the starter relay. And from there, pin 86 is from the load. Pin 86 is from the supply, which is this. When I turn the key to start, 12 volts will go to pin 86. Now, pin 30 is powered all the time. A typical ISO relay have to have a power supply. So once I turn that key to start, the coils in that relay will energize and cause power supply to go to pin 87, which goes to the load. In this case, we're talking about a starter. We're talking about starting, so that load will go to the starter. and the engine would spin over, hopefully start and run. You'd be on your merry way. But that circuit was disrupted by the pin 85. The ground signal was not there because there was something was stopping it, guys. You have to be in park or neutral, and your security cannot be activated. That's what was going on. So after looking at that shifter cable, I'm like, man, maybe they put it on. Maybe this is not the right one, but both of those was wrong. After tearing down, now I should have used my teardown time to do this, but you don't know, guys. This is gonna be a talking video. Forget it. It's just a discussion video. Hear me out. You don't know which way to go. You get a car that says no crank. I mean, who knows? Who would have thought to go this route? You only got an hour allocated for diagnostic time. Should you spend, then it becomes a decision on the mechanic. Should I spend my hour going this route or going the starter relay route? All right. I personally chose the starter relay. Because remember, I came in here and turned the key, nothing. I have my detents. So it ain't like that 300, guys. Watch this video on that Chrysler 300. Sometimes you can go to the key and there's absolutely no detenting. I showed y'all how to refix that. Okay. I showed y'all how to diagnose that. Yeah, if there's no detenting, you're not going to get the crank signal. But this wasn't the case. I have my detents. It's just nothing is happening because of this. Now, I'm talking way too much. So all I got to do, guys, put this in place and adjust the shifter outside. It's real simple. Now this slide, I don't know who installed this, but did they simply forget to do this? Because right now, all I got to do is push this down. Now, it becomes a matter of will it stay? Okay, because this pin right here locks into place. I'm going to make sure that this lock into place, because they could have put it down and after so many uses, it works its way up. Yeah, so something's supposed to hold that down. I'm going to fix that part, and I'm going to adjust the shifter. There's no adjustment done out here, I don't think. No, I don't feel a screw. So all the adjustment is done at the transmission. So let me repair this, make sure. All I got to do is close this tab to make sure it locks into place. This should not be jumping up and down, or you're going to be back to square one, because that's what happened. So I want to go off of assumption and say the guy that installed the cable did it right. He did that. He did everything. So after so many uses, this just slowly, boop, and it's out. It works its way out, and now you're out of adjustment. That's not going to be the case when I'm done. All right, guys. I spent too much time running my mouth. Y'all didn't get to see much work. I apologize, but at least you understand what I was going through and how my thought process played out. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm down here. I got a closer look, guys. So here's what's going on. Whoever installed, yes, this is a new shifter. Whoever installed this, guys, they just, see, I'm never going to lock in place no matter what I do to this. You know why, guys? This is actually facing the wrong way. See, that's not going to lock. I took it all the way off and took a close look at it. And the way the shifter is designed, there's no locking mechanism in place to catch that. Guys, the installer or the previous installer got it going in the wrong position. So simply do this. That should have went this way. See? Now, this tab closes in and locks that in place so it won't go up and down. That's all they did wrong. Now, I will have to go outside and turn that because I'm on a strain right now because it's straining to have it like that. So I just undid it. See how much it's trying to do? So I need to adjust it right here. There's no adjustment right here. It's just a bushing. So I'm going to go outside and flip the cable around to justify spinning this around because this is strain on the cable. And I want a lot of strain on the cable. All right. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay, this cable, I'm about to take this off right here and just flip it around. Okay, whichever way is the least amount of strain on the cable. Remember, we don't want a lot of strain on the cable. All right, I'll show y'all this. Let me grab a pair of pliers to get this out. Hold tight. right, guys. Moral of the story is y'all saw my whole rigmarole reposition shifter cable the correct way. Now, I was, however, able to return this shifter, guys, but I will have to add more into labor. Okay, yes, I just pretty much the price gonna remain the same. I mean, I hate to be putting parts on for nothing, especially if it's gonna be work. Yes, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this shifter, but they ordered me a shifter cable, so I was able to turn that in. Now they just added some more to the mechanic for doing the actual work, almost which he would have had to do anyway had he replaced the shifter. So I don't know, man. The car is fixed. It's my number one goal. Okay, car was towed in, no crank, no start. I'll now crank. I now can go in the gears. I now can put it in park and remove the key, signaling the shift interlock is even adjusted. Yes, I made some minor adjustment to that. So this is a real nice car, guys. Y'all saw how clean that 2.7 is, and it's low miles. All right. So hopefully she's staying on top of her maintenance. Number one is a 2.7. Okay, y'all know the history on the 2.7. Oh my goodness, I just did one the other day. Watch this video right here. I was told to tear it down. I got just as far as the valve cover. That's all I needed to tear down. All right, now stop. There was no need to go any further. That engine was heavily sludged. Why it was sludged? It could be a number of things that caused that, guys. So, but my point is, I am done with this car. So that's all I have, man. I'll see y'all on the next video. I appreciate y'all watching.